ability to take what he has already made and remake it all over again. You ought to tell your neighbor, I know he's right. Oh, when you look at this text, this object lesson, he goes down to the potter's house, and not only do we see God as the potter, not only do we see God having a plan, not only does God have the power, but God has the patience. Look at the potter. He works patiently with the clay. He's tenderly molding and reshaping the clay. In the same manner, God patiently works with us, and he allows things to happen to us that will help us in the reshaping process. For some of us to get the message, God has to allow some additional things that happen to us to assist us in the remaking and the reshaping. Some folk have some malicious mindsets and some mean mannerisms that need to be reshaped. And since the creation is worthwhile to the Creator, God keeps us on the wheel a little while longer. It takes, God, it makes a worthwhile project because the God we serve is willing to wait. And I want you to know, my brothers and sisters, we all are worthwhile to God because God's got patience with us. Tell your neighbor, he's got patience with me. I ain't afraid to tell her. I know a long time ago I could have been out for the punch, but thanks be unto God, mercy overruled justice. And you can look in here all cute like you want to look, but I stop by to tell you it's been the mercy of God, it's been the patience of God, it's been the long suffering of God that held back the wrath of God. And I want to go on the record and tell you, my brothers and sisters, that we are worthwhile projects, and we are willing, God, he's willing to wait on us. Tell your neighbor, he's willing to wait on me. Come on, tell another neighbor he's willing to wait on me. Come on, don't be ashamed. Tell him he's willing to wait on me. I don't know how you feel, but I was like a ship, all tossed and turned far from a peaceful shore, very deeply stained within, sinking to rise no more. But the master of the sea, he heard my despairing crying from the waters. He lifted me, now save. And you ought to tell your neighbor he's patient with me. Since he's patient with me, I ought to be patient with you. Since he's patient with me, I ought to be long suffering with you. Tell your neighbor he's patient with me. I gotta call the roll because God is so patient. If I call Abraham would tell you, you know what, he's patient because when he made me a promise, even though I took it in my own hands, he still made me the father of many nations. Can I call Moses to the stand? Even though God told him that he was going to bring him into the promised land, when Moses hit a hard space, he said that his wife was his sister, and he lied, but God still used him to take the children on their way to the promised land. Can I call my brother David? Even though David was an adulterer, God waited on him. And the Bible said that he was a man after God's own heart. Can I call Peter to the stand? God was willing to wait on Peter, even though Peter would cuss you out and cut you with a sword. God will still raise you up to preach your first sermon, and over 3,000 souls get saved. Can I tell you, God was willing to wait on Paul, even though Paul persecuted the Christians. So if God waited on Abraham, if God waited on Moses, if God waited on David, if God waited on Peter, if God waited on Paul, you ought to throw your head back and say, he'll wait on me. Tell your neighbor he'll wait on me. Come on, tell your neighbor he'll wait on me. Wait a minute. The text is clear. Got to get out of here. The text is clear. That we are the clay, and the clay speaks to our composition, which is a fallen humanity. We are dust mixed with water, and is no great value in and of itself. But the greatest quality of the dust, which is the clay and the water, is that the clay will always yield. It yields in the hands of the potter. It becomes now something of great value, all it's the hands of God that has gripped the clay. And if God has his hands on you, God can turn your midnight into day. He'll turn your laughter into joy. He'll turn your sorrow into gladness. If God has got his hands on you, I dare you to lay your head back and say, he's got his hands on me. Come on, you ought to tell yourself, he's got his hands on me. Here it is, the clay now is of great value, not in and of itself, but it is of value because of whose hands is on it. Can I tell you, a basketball in my hand is worth about $10, but a basketball in Michael Jordan's hand is worth $100 million. You have to tell your neighbor, it depends upon whose hands it in. And when God put his hands on you, when God put his hands on me, you ought to have some encouragement to know that everything is going to be all right because God's hands is in it. Tell your neighbor his hands are in it. Come on, tell your neighbor his hands are in it. As I prepare to close, the potter, which is God, the clay, which is us, but there is a wheel. And Jeremiah looks and sees that the potter is working some things out on the wheel. Can I tell you that the wheel is a representation of life? The potter's wheel will spin swiftly, but the speed of the wheel is controlled by the potter. Oh, y'all just missed me. I know life is full of swift transition. I know life, if it ain't that, it's this. I know if it ain't one problem, it's two. But I stopped by to tell somebody that God has his foot on the wheel called life, and he can spin it around as long as he want to spin it. He can stop it when he gets ready to stop it. You ought to tell your neighbor his foot is on it. Come on, you ought to tell your neighbor his foot is on it, because the Lord, that foot is on the wheel. Tell your neighbor he controls the wheel. He controls the speed. He controls the velocity. And if God controls it, he knows just how much I can bear. You ought to slap your neighbor and say, neighbor, I can take it. Because if he bring me to it, he's got to bring me through it. Come on, tell your neighbor his foot is on the pedal. Come on, tell your neighbor he controls the speed. He controls the velocity. But as I take my seat, there are three factors. Somebody shout three. There are three factors in shaping of the clay. Number one is the speed of the wheel. Number two is the pressure applied by the potter. And number three is the yielding of the clay. Y'all just missed me. There are three factors in shaping the clay. If you want to be what God has called you to be, you got to realize that it's the speed of the wheel. That's going, oh God, I wish I had a praying church in here. It's some stuff right now that's spinning. And it's spinning so fast, you can't even recognize why the spinning is, if it ain't this, is that. It's happening all at one time. I think I can handle it if it happened one at a time. But some of this stuff is multiplicity. It's happening quick and soon and fast, and it keeps on happening because life is a representation of the wheel. It keeps on spinning. But you ought to tell your neighbor, the God I serve has his foot on the wheel. And then the second factor is that the potter reserves. I got to get out of here. The potter reserves how much pressure that he can apply to the clay. Now, if you are experiencing it,